Hi, and welcome to this podcast, the IELTS, OET, and UK MLA PLAB 2 Made Easy podcast for medical professionals. My name is Kalsoom, and I specialize in training doctors and nurses to get the score they need in IELTS and OET, and also training doctors on how to improve their clinical communication skills for UK MLA PLAB 2. The aim of this podcast is to arm you with authentic advice from someone who has been teaching these tests, especially IELTS and OET, for over 10 years. I share the core fundamentals of these tests, the essential information, strategies, and advice on what you should be doing and what you need to avoid doing. Anything and everything to make sure you keep moving forward in your preparation and getting you closer to achieving your scores and getting your dream job abroad. I understand and appreciate that your time is busy as medical professionals. You have very limited time, so I do try to keep the episodes short. And one of the advantages of podcasts is that you can listen on the go. So before I get into the main topic of this episode, there are a few things that I'd like to bring to your attention that you can find in the show notes. So you'll find lots of links in the show notes. And firstly, you'll find the link to my free training for OET called OET Success Training, which is a series of 5 videos that take you through all aspects of the test. And I share how you should be preparing and how you can improve your skills. And this training alone has helped so many doctors and nurses get the score they need. If you would like to train with me for OET, then you'll find the link to my flagship OET Success membership group and also a little video which explains how the training works. You'll also find a link to my free PLAB 2 Core Clinical Communication Skills webinar. This is a webinar I delivered earlier last year, where I go through the key clinical communication concepts that need to be present in any consultation. It's an invaluable resource to help you not just for your PLAB 2, but beyond the test and in your careers. If you would like to join my clinical communication mastery for UKMLA PLAB 2, then just drop me an email. This is a group training program of only 8 doctors. So I only take 8 doctors at a time, only 8 doctors in one group. This is to make sure that everybody in the group gets enough practice and feedback. So if you're interested in joining that, then just drop me an email, which leads me to the last thing. You can find my email address and how you can contact me and connect with me on LinkedIn. Hi, and welcome to this episode. So, what is this episode all about? This episode is all about why now is still the right time to prepare for OET and communication mastery. So, you've probably seen all the headlines, people on LinkedIn and on other social media platforms, and probably Facebook groups or WhatsApp groups that you're in, talking about how things have changed in the UK for doctors wishing to come to the UK to study and work. NHS sponsorships are slowing down, immigration rules are shifting, and there's a lot of uncertainty that's growing for international doctors. They're not hiring, they're not prioritizing international doctors anymore. So this has left many of you feeling frustrated and uncertain, and rightly so. It's okay to feel frustrated. You've worked so hard to get here. Or maybe you're still trying to get here and you've put in so much effort, time, and money, hard-earned money, to try to get here. And now it feels like someone's hit pause on your dreams. But here's what I want to tell you today. Your career is not on pause. Your career is just in preparation mode. And what you do now will determine how quickly you can move forward when the doors do open again, when the political climate in the UK and the immigration rules change, and they will change. Nothing ever stays the same. So the truth is, the reality of the current situation is that you can't control what's happening right now. You can't control what's happening in this situation. But in this situation, you need to focus on what you can control, what you can do, because it's so easy to sit back and focus on what's not in your control and blame the politicians or whoever. That's not going to move you forward in your career. The whole reason why you wanted to move to the UK, or if you want to move anywhere else, is to move forward in your career, right? So that still needs to be your focus. What you can control. What can you do to make sure you can move forward in your career? And this is what I want to talk to you about today. So here's the truth about working as a doctor anywhere in the world. It's not just about having a license. It's about communicating clearly, building trust, and showing leadership in every consultation, in every interaction that you have, whether that's with your patient or with your colleagues. And whether you end up working in the UK, Australia, Ireland, or even where you are now in your home country, your communication skills are the foundation of a safe, respected, and confident career. So let's take a look at OET first of all. Too many people see OET as just an obstacle. But what if you saw it as a launch pad? Passing OET isn't just about getting to the UK. It's about building the kind of English that lets you reassure a worried patient, explain a diagnosis with confidence, lead a medical handover, shine in interviews anywhere in the world. And the truth is, this is the perfect time to work on it. And what about PLAB 2? There's a lot being said about PLAB and how it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money right now. Okay, fair enough, maybe it is. But if you look at what the PLAB 2 is actually testing, and I'm talking about PLAB 2 in particular, it's mainly testing your clinical communication skills, your ability to communicate, build rapport, communicate, explain, persuade, deal with difficult situations and patients, and deal with it clearly and effectively with your patient, taking into account their fears, their worries, etc. And these are the essential skills you should be working on, regardless of if you are coming to the UK. Even where you are working right now, these skills are needed everywhere and are transferable anywhere in the world. And it's just not for PLAB 2. These are all skills you need to build on, to polish and perfect, so that you can still move forward in your career now where you are, or maybe other opportunities open to you that you hadn't imagined because you've become a better communicator and as a result, a better doctor. The type of doctor that everyone wants in their team. And also, when the political situation changes, and it will change in the UK, things will improve, you will also be already ahead of the game and ready to move with your career abroad, if that's still what you want at that time. The options and the opportunities become more open to you. And like they say, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So while others are hesitating, you could be preparing. While others are scrolling for updates and they're all doom and gloom about this is happening, that's happening, the UK is like this now, we can't go there. You could be using this time as an opportunity to sharpen your communication skills. You could be sharpening your skills, your English, and your confidence. Because when recruitment opens up again, and it will, the best prepared candidates will rise to the top. So I want you to ask yourself right now, will I be ready when the opportunity comes? Will I be the doctor who waited or the one who trained, learned and leveled up and the one that perfected and polished my skills and abilities? So that's a question I leave with you. So stop waiting and start building. And if you have any questions about what's happening in the UK and about PLAB 2 and OET and how you can build on your skills and perfect your English and your communication skills, there is a comment or a message button in the show notes. So just click on that, or you have my other contact details in the show notes. So please do reach out and I'll be more than happy to guide you. In the meantime, keep working hard. I really hope you found this episode helpful. I always enjoy getting your feedback, so do drop me an email and let me know your thoughts. Also, if there is any aspect of OET, IELTS, or PLAB 2 that you find challenging, then let me know and I'll do an episode on it. In the meantime, thank you for listening and make sure you share this podcast with your colleagues and on social media so more people can benefit. And some parting advice, especially to those who have failed to get the scores that they've needed in the past and are retaking any of these tests. It's not enough to just listen to what you need to do to improve your skills and scores. You must implement the advice and practice. You have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone because that's where real progress is made. Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. Take care and keep working hard.